Ismail Haniyeh, a prominent figure in Palestinian politics and a leader of Hamas, has been at the forefront of the Palestinian resistance against Israeli occupation for decades. Born in 1961 in the Al-Shati refugee camp in Gaza, Haniyeh's early life was deeply influenced by the conditions of displacement and conflict that have shaped the Palestinian territories for generations. This upbringing in a refugee camp, amidst the enduring struggle for Palestinian self-determination, played a crucial role in shaping his political beliefs and ambitions. Haniyeh's educational journey began in schools run by the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees (UNRWA), reflecting the challenging circumstances faced by many Palestinians living in refugee camps. His pursuit of higher education took him to the Islamic University of Gaza, where he became actively involved in student politics. During this period, he was influenced by the ideologies of the Muslim Brotherhood, which emphasized Islamic governance and social justice, laying the groundwork for his future involvement with Hamas. Hamas, an acronym for Harakat al-Muqawama al-Islamiyya Islamic Resistance Movement, emerged in the late 1980s as an offshoot of the Muslim Brotherhood. It quickly gained popularity among Palestinians due to its staunch opposition to Israeli occupation and its provision of social services. Haniyeh joined Hamas in the late 1980s, a time when the organization was gaining momentum as a leading force in Palestinian resistance efforts. His involvement in the First Intifada, a Palestinian uprising against Israeli occupation, marked the beginning of his rise within the ranks of Hamas. In 1989, Haniyeh was arrested by Israeli authorities and spent 3 years in prison due to his activities with Hamas. This imprisonment only solidified his resolve and commitment to the Palestinian cause. After his release, he became increasingly influential within Hamas, earning the trust and respect of its leadership. By 1997, Haniyeh was appointed as the head of the office of Hamas's spiritual leader, Sheikh Ahmad Yassin, further cementing his status as a key figure within the organization. The early 2000s were a turbulent time for Palestinians, marked by the Second Intifada and increased Israeli military operations in the occupied territories. During this period, Haniyeh played a crucial role in Hamas's political strategies, advocating for both armed resistance and political engagement. His pragmatic approach to politics and negotiations earned him a reputation as a skilled diplomat within the movement. In 2006, Haniyeh's political career reached a significant milestone when Hamas participated in the Palestinian parliamentary elections and won a decisive victory. This victory was a turning point for Hamas, which had traditionally operated as a militant group outside the official political framework. As a result of this electoral success, Haniyeh was appointed as the Prime Minister of the Palestinian Authority by President Mahmoud Abbas. His appointment signaled a shift in Palestinian politics as Hamas transitioned from a militant organization to a political party with governing responsibilities. However, the Hamas-led government faced immediate challenges. The international community, particularly Israel, the United States, and the European Union, refused to recognize the government, citing Hamas's refusal to renounce violence and recognize Israel. This led to severe economic sanctions and diplomatic isolation, exacerbating the already dire humanitarian situation in the Palestinian territories. Tensions between Hamas and Fatah, the rival Palestinian faction led by President Abbas, escalated during Haniyeh's tenure as Prime Minister. These tensions culminated in violent clashes in Gaza in 2007, resulting in Hamas forcibly ejecting Fatah from the Strip and establishing its control over the territory. This division effectively split the Palestinian territories into two separate administrations, Hamas governing Gaza and Fatah governing the West Bank. Haniyeh's role as Prime Minister was short-lived as President Abbas dismissed him following the takeover of Gaza. Despite this, Haniyeh remained a central figure in Hamas, leading its political bureau and shaping its policies and strategies. In 2017, he was elected as the head of Hamas's political bureau, succeeding Khalid Mishal. This position made him the overall leader of the organization, responsible for its political and diplomatic initiatives. Under Haniyeh's leadership, Hamas sought to strengthen its international alliances, particularly with countries like Iran and Qatar. Iran, in particular, provided significant financial and military support to Hamas, bolstering its capabilities in the face of Israeli aggression. Haniyeh's diplomatic efforts extended beyond the Middle East as he engaged with various international actors to garner support for the Palestinian cause. Throughout his leadership, Haniyeh has been a pragmatic and strategic thinker, balancing the demands of resistance with the realities of international diplomacy. He has been involved in numerous negotiations for ceasefire agreements and attempts to broker peace with Israel, despite the complex and often hostile political landscape. His efforts to achieve a sustainable solution for the Palestinian people have been marked by both successes and setbacks, reflecting the broader challenges of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In recent years, Haniyeh relocated to Qatar, from where he continued to lead Hamas's political operations. Qatar, a key ally of Hamas, provided him with a safe haven and the necessary resources to manage the organization's activities. Haniyeh's relocation to Doha also allowed him to engage more effectively with regional and international partners as he worked to build alliances and seek political solutions to the ongoing conflict. Haniyeh's influence extended beyond the Palestinian territories. He played a crucial role in reconciling various Palestinian factions, fostering dialogue and unity among them. His diplomatic efforts were evident in his recent visit to Beijing, where the Chinese government brokered an agreement aimed at reconciling different factions of the Palestinian movement. This move demonstrated his commitment to achieving a unified Palestinian front in the struggle for statehood. Tragically, Haniyeh's political career came to a sudden and violent end during a visit to Tehran. He was in the Iranian capital to attend the inauguration of Iran's newly elected president, Masoud Pezeshkian, and to meet with the country's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. During his visit, Iranian state media reported that Haniyeh and his bodyguard were assassinated in a missile attack, allegedly carried out by Israel. The attack occurred in the early hours of the morning, and despite accusations from Hamas and Iran, Israel has not officially taken responsibility. The assassination of Haniyeh is a significant development in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Palestinian factions. As a key negotiator and political leader, his death removes a crucial figure in potential peace talks and diplomatic efforts. The incident has heightened tensions in the region, prompting fears of further escalation and retaliation from Iranian-backed groups such as Hezbollah. Iran's Supreme National Security Council convened an emergency meeting in response to the assassination, underscoring the potential for a broader conflict. The Iranian government, along with various allied groups, may consider retaliatory actions against Israel, raising the stakes in an already volatile region. Diplomatic efforts are underway to contain the fallout and prevent further escalation, with the United States and other international actors urging restraint. The loss of Haniyeh is a blow to Hamas, which now faces the challenge of finding a successor capable of leading the organization amid increased pressure and hostility. While Hamas has a history of maintaining a succession plan, the absence of Haniyeh's leadership and experience may complicate efforts to navigate the complex political landscape. In the broader context, the assassination highlights the persistent challenges of achieving peace and stability in the Middle East. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains a deeply entrenched issue, with historical grievances, territorial disputes, and geopolitical rivalries contributing to the cycle of violence and unrest. Haniyeh's death serves as a reminder of the difficulties faced by leaders seeking to balance resistance with diplomacy and the ongoing struggle for Palestinian self-determination. As the region braces for potential repercussions, the international community continues to emphasize the need for dialogue and peaceful resolution. The path to peace remains fraught with obstacles, but the aspirations for a just and lasting solution endure among Palestinians and their supporters worldwide. Ismail Haniyeh's legacy as a leader and advocate for the Palestinian cause will undoubtedly continue to inspire future generations in their pursuit of freedom and statehood. I hope this video was insightful for you. If yes, then share it with others and subscribe the channel for more informative videos. The Explorer signing off.